Hi there, Nigel Saunders for KW Bonsai. This morning we're going to tackle my asparagus fern. It's, I wouldn't call it a bonsai tree, but it's a accent plant that's gone wild maybe. It started out as a little tiny accent plant in one of my forest plantings, and 20 years later it's a big accent plant. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to repot it this morning, and we're going to try and refine the style of it to make it look more tree-like and just improve the overall look of it. It doesn't look very good right now, but it has looked quite good in the past. It's got a lot of bare spots on it, and I think that's mainly because it needs repotting badly. When it's really vigorous, it sprouts everywhere. And so we're going to repot it and try and get some more style and vigor to it. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll update it as the plant progresses. So again, this isn't a bonsai tree, but it's a challenge to make it look like a bonsai tree. So we're going to go in and have a look at it. So this is where the new foliage sprouts out of. You see this rough, bumpy part to it? That's where everything sprouts out from. You can see there's a little one here. Down lower, they're sprouting all out from here. And the rest is roots, which go into the soil. And the roots get little bumps. If you look down here, you can see they're like little potatoes or something that grow on the roots. And I guess they store water. I'm not sure what their function is, but yeah, so there's kind of what it looks like. So we're going to try and style it. I'm thinking of maybe trying to get a little movement to the trunk. So we might carve out some of these roots and try and get a little bit of shape to it so it just doesn't look like a mound. And then we'll start refining the foliage. So our first job will be repotting it and finding a front for it. So our first job is we're going to get the tree out of the pot. So let's do that. I don't think this has been repotted in, I think it's been about 3 or 4 years. So I'm expecting a lot of roots in here. And I think there is, because this tool is not going in very well. However, it is going in. I'll just come around back. Yeah, it's pretty tight in this pot. It's well overdue. Okay, let's see if it comes out. If I can get it out. Oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? I want to grip the tree as carefully as possible. There we go. Oh, and it's full of ants inside. Look at that. Dang. All the chickens will eat those. Put our pot down there. Okay, so there's our root mass full of ants. A nice unexpected surprise. That's the reason you should repot every year. So if you do get something like that, they don't take over. So we're going to rake the roots out. Again, we're going to start from the top and comb in a radial pattern. There's those potato-like tubers on the roots. They're normal, don't worry about them. And the asparagus fern, it's a really easy plant to grow. They'll take drying out, they'll take overwatering, they'll grow in pretty well any kind of soil. So, you know, if you do go on vacation or anything, this is one plant that will probably survive having no water. Now we're tearing a lot of these roots, but that's okay. There's no way of avoiding it. They're so packed in here. You can see some of the tougher roots are winding around the pot. We're trying to get them out. So I'm going to continue raking the roots out from the top, and when that's done we'll come back and check it out. Okay, so I've got the roots, sorry girls, I've got the roots combed out from the top, and you can see I've untangled a lot. It wasn't a pretty operation. There was a lot of tangled roots that went around the bottom. You can see there's still some in here. So we're going to flip the tree over now and start combing out the bottom. Okay, so I've raked out the bottom. We have quite a cavity in there where the roots have kind of grown around, which is all right. And we've been combing them out, getting rid of all the old soil. So the next step, we're going to give it a root prune. Yeah, so some of the roots are quite long, so we're just going to go in and cut off all these excessively long ones. Side here. Getting there. And then we're going to pick off all these potato-like roots. Out of the root base. See them here. I don't know if they're edible or what. I don't know what they're for. I assume they're kind of like potatoes or the fruit of some kind. But we don't need them for our bonsai-like tree. Okay, so we've got the roots sorted out pretty good now. And untangled. And I think it's ready for repotting. We wanted to get a little bit of shape to this, so I'm just trying to think how we're going to do that. And we got to pick a front for it. So I'm thinking the front could possibly be here. And we've got not too bad a shape there. It's a little little mound-like, but I think that'll do. And I think we'll repot it like that. So let's start repotting. So I've put a layer of crushed red tile in the bottom just as a drainage layer, and the next thing to do will be putting a layer of bonsai soil on top. Okay, so I've got my sterilized bonsai soil in here, and we're going to place the tree in now. Put it on a tray. So we want to get a bit of movement to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread the roots out. I'm going to place it on a slight angle. Just so it's not so boring. And that height looks pretty good. Got our roots nice and deep in the soil. Let me just have a look from back here. We'll just have a look at it. Now, I'm gonna... Watch out, girls. Watch out. I'm just gonna move it over a bit more. I'm gonna keep these roots in tight on the leaning side. And these ones are nicely spread out. Arrange our front ones here. Let me have a look at that. Yeah, that's a little more interesting. So that's how we'll plant it. So we'll start fulling in with soil. Next, we're going to do a little pruning of the foliage. We're going to get rid of some of these really low hanging branches. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. Well, there it is. We better water it. As you may have seen, it's a bit of a blustery day today, and I think it's going to start raining any second, so all the pine needles are blowing down. I'm going to finish watering it, and that'll be it for today. I don't know if it looks any better. However, it's repotted, and we'll see what we can do with it in the coming year. So Nigel Saunders for KW Bonsai. We'll see you next time.